Hello. Yo. So, hey everyone, welcome to another. So, how's it going, guys? Welcome to another live stream. It's been quite some days since I did this kind of live stream, and just because of that, as you can see, as you can hear from my voice, that I'm still not prepared. It is because I am still feeling a little bit unprepared, I would say. I'm feeling like something is wrong with me, and I'm not feeling that good enough to, how do I say it, to start this song. So that's why I was hesitating quite a lot. I was not feeling, I was ready enough to start this kind of live stream. But still, I'm gonna do it because I don't really wanna be stuck in that loop I don't really want to be stuck in that loop of trying to aim for the perfection, and in that way I'll just be making excuse so that I don't have to do it. Because in my mind, when I become lazy, I always try to find excuses so that I can use those excuses in order to procrastinate or delay the task that is in my hand that I need to do. So whatever, let's not blabber this kind of bullshit. So from the thumbnail you can understand that today we'll be learning C++. So yeah, this is going to be a new journey from here, and the main purpose होगा learning C++ only for game development. And जब तुम शुरू करते हो तब तुमको ऑब्वियसली बहुत कुछ सीखना पड़ता है, एंड मेरे लिए भी सेम होगा. That's why I am starting from the very beginning of C++, and उसी के लिए yeah. So for these past days, for these past few days, I have been learning a little bit of it. So जो मैं करता हूँ कि after waking up in the morning, मैं immediately C++ सीखता हूँ for about 45 minutes, and from there I try my best to learn it as efficiently as possible, because गर्मी के टाइम में मेरे बहुत कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. इसके लिए मैं उतना भी अच्छे से काम कर नहीं पा रहा हूँ. मेरा यूट्यूब का काम नहीं हो रहा है, मेरा प्रोग्रामिंग भी उतना अच्छे से नहीं हो रहा है, पढ़ाई लिखाई, इसके बाद सेल्फ स्टडी, वर्कआउट कर रहा हूँ मैं, लेकिन दिक्कत आ रहा है. तो after considering all these things, I was feeling a little bit behind, I would say, because I was not feeling that satisfied with the way I was executing my task. That efficiency, or the fulfillment that comes from achieving or comes from executing or doing your task as accurately as possible. So बातें खत्म. Now let's start our ritual. So as usual, we are going to start with our typing speed test. As you can see, I have become quite slow. Retake. काम नहीं होगा, whatever, doesn't matter. So start learning C++. So yesterday I was learning about class and a string. So मैं जल्दी से जैसे कॉपी कर लूँगा ए लिंक एंड उसको इधर पेस्ट कर दूँगा. Let's go. तो मैंने कुछ किया था, एक कंप्लीट किया था, थोड़ा बहुत रिव्यू कर लेते. So we were working with a string in C++, as you can see, and मैंने इधर एक एरर फेस किया था क्योंकि इतना बड़ा सा नंबर दिया था. So they were showing me the error. The compiler was not a basically मैंने जब डिक्लेयर किया था ये नंबर वेरिएबल, तब मैंने इसको इंटीजर रखा था. तो उसके बाद जब मैं रन कर रहा था तो कंपाइलर में से एक एरर दिखा रहा था. And that error saying that, warning, as you can see, warning overflow in implicit constant conversion, W overflow. And uske baad I was trying to learn why that happened. So uske baad mere ko pata chala ki in C++ you have to use this kind of long data type for big numbers instead of integer. And maybe Python it works, but it won't work in C++ because that's how it is supposed to be in C++. And uske baad I immediately jumped to learning this concept of a string, and as you can see I did quite a little bit of programming here. So uske baad I believe मेरे को next steps में जाना पड़ेगा. तो basically फटाफट से हम लोग इधर एक folder create करेंगे and उसके बाद we'll be jumping right into coding. So yeah, that's it. So, उससे पहले मेरे को और एक चीज़ देखना पड़ेगा. That is मेरा ऑडियो कैसे आ रहा है या फिर नहीं आ रहा है, पता नहीं. So yeah, all set. Fatapat, let's start coding now. We are working with strings, so string इधर जाएगा. इधर in C++ you need to implement or import this or include this string library whenever you are working with the strings. So string data type is going to be really different compared to other whatever I've seen in Python. Man, I'm feeling sleepy, but who cares about that? We are only going to improve our skills. So I believe I need to set up a timer so that it becomes easier for me to track the time for which I'm live. Alright. Iter function. Again, we are iterator function. We are using iterator function. Algorithm declare a string. Try to iterate the string using all types of iterators. Try modification of the element of the string. Display all the iterations. तो इधर एक string declare किया. Alright. String operator. ये क्या है? Operator. Can be bug or whatever. मैं explain नहीं करूँगा कुछ क्योंकि I'm not feeling that good. I'm not in that condition, in that good condition to have enough energy that you need in order to explain as thoroughly and accurately as possible. So मेरे वो problem हो रहा है इधर. Whatever, let's not blabber that kind of bullshit. करंट चला जाएगा क्या? Anyway, इधर क्या करना चाहिए? Declaring iterator, इसके लिए क्या है? Iterator IT declaring reverse iterator. Declaring iterator IT. अरे मस्तर काट रहा है बैस की. कोई बात नहीं. String iterator IT declaring reverse iterator. Sorry for that if it was hard. Reverse iterator ID1. Alright. मेरे ऑडियो में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है क्या? पता नहीं. बट मे बी मेरे को फोकस करना चाहिए अच्छे से क्योंकि दिस इज नॉट गुड इनफ फॉर यू गाइस. तो फर्स्ट हम इधर से दिमाग मेरे को इधर पहले टीम को के बाद क्या कर रहा है this thing. लिख के देते Alright, it is working. I'm getting in the flow guys, I'm getting in the flow. Now इधर क्या करना है? Forward, the string using forward iterator is मैं समझा नहीं। Using forward iterator. For integer I equals 0. Integer string that begin. It is not integer, I'm sorry. It is iterator string that begin. Iterator isn't equal to string that end. Then iterator incrementing के बाद update. Alright, some here. It is going to be string that begin. के बाद एरर शो कर रहा है क्यों? इसके लिए मेरे को कि फिर से वो दिखाना पड़ेगा। स्टैंडर्ड स्ट्रिंग दैट नहीं हो रहा है। ओके ये क्यों इंक्लूड किया मैंने, पता होगा अब से ये इंटीजर नहीं रे, इट इज iterator motherfucker. Singular and comes here के बाद inside for loop if what is the condition, if iterator equals string begin pointer it what is this shit about, मैंने नहीं किया थोड़ा बहुत इधर सर्च कर लेंगे देखने के लिए, क्योंकि मेरे को ये चीज़ पहले नहीं दिखा मैंने। तो एनीवे जो भी होगा the expression asterisk iterator equals g is used to update the value of the element currently pointed to by the iterator with। और इधर से docs कर लेंगे क्योंकि उससे क्या होता है, it makes it easier for you to understand, the concept becomes easier for you and you actually learns to implement that in future as well. So for that reason I try my best to familiarize myself with any kind of concept to documentations of different types of concepts or problem I would say. So इधर एक vector declare किया इसने using iterator to traverse the vector iterator begin iterator alright container iterator function maybe उस टाइप का कुछ होगा इधर। तो इधर हमारे के condition ऐड करते हैं iterator equals begin, हम जल्दी से इधर अबे यार उसके बाद हमारा इधर सी आउट कर देते। Alright, we successfully did our job here. I believe we're done for the day. So before anything, we are all about either need rename करेंगे, all about iterator function must done। इधर एक लाइन ब्रेक के लिए इधर ये यूज होता है इन C++। तो और एक चीज़ भी ऐड कर सकते हो बैकस्लैश n You can obviously do that, whatever you feel is appropriate and whatever you are comfortable with, I would say. तो इधर ये हुआ, इधर हम लोगों ने सी आउट कर दिया, सी आउट एस्टरिक इटरेटर, एंड उसके बाद फिर से हम डिक्लेयर करेंगे, बट आई डोंट नो व्हाई वी नीड टू डिक्लेयर अगेन इन द फर्स्ट प्लेस. Maybe for reference purposes, I don't know. क्या दिखाएगा इधर, तो पहले ये होगा. अच्छा बेटा, the string is that. उसके बाद हम इधर फिर से इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे ये चीज. What is that? What is it called? Using forward iterator. I believe it will work. And उसके बाद इधर ना कि इधर भी दे सकते, लेकिन इधर ही दूंगा क्योंकि जैसे भी दिखाया गया था inside that whatever you don't, I don't know man. उसके बाद फिर से string, क्या एरर दिखा रहा है, expected an expression but where? मैंने कुछ मिस किया क्या? Did I miss something? I don't think so. I don't think so. Everything is in the right place. Takes off. क्या हुआ? Nothing. Everything was on point. Using reverse iterator. Yeah, standard. Using reverse iterator. All set. For iterator equals iterator 1. It is gonna be iterator 1 equals r begin. Can't be r begin. Then what is it? Being r begin. I'm sorry for that. मेरे को थोड़ा बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था. इधर राइट बिगिन आई गेस इट इज कॉल्ड राइट साइड बिगिनिंग. के बाद हम इधर iterator 1 not gonna be r end string, sorry, r end. के बाद iterator 1 obviously it is gonna decrement. के बाद if what iterator 1 equals string dot r begin. I believe this is it. मैं मिस्टेक भी कर सकता हूँ. हाँ, इधर कर दिया r end. मतलब इधर इंक्रीमेंट क्यों कर रहा है पता नहीं क्यों कर रहा है, लेकिन इधर हो क्या रहा है प्रोग्राम में मेरे को वो भी पता नहीं. I still have no fucking idea what is actually going on here. But at the end of the day, you just have to pretend to know it until you are actually there, until you are in a state where until you are prepared enough to know everything. So if you make an excuse now, this is going to be some kind of motivational. It's not some kind of motivational live stream, but I'm still gonna say it. No matter what you start in your life, that is quite that takes quite a lot of time and effort to master it. At first, it is gonna be like this. You'll be stuck in this state of doubtfulness. Feeling like you have no idea. Everything feels like a foreign land to you. But you just have to pretend that you are actually learning. And over time, the more you repeat the same thing that you have learned, the easier it becomes. And that's how we learn things. And eventually that leads to mastery of a particular craft that in future we can do best or do our best to, you know, do get something out of it. So now get back to work. तो इधर हम लोगों ने देखा कि they're using increment obviously, not for pre-increment, it is post-increment. So I'm not gonna mistake that. Something can happen as I have no fucking idea what is actually supposed to be about here. But yeah, it is fun. One is मतलब if क्यों है अच्छा geeks for geeks geeks for geeks जो भी है मेरे को भी थोड़ा वो कर लेना चाहिए अब होगा ना काम सही है फिर से इधर हम लोग आउटपुट देंगे एक we're going to output iterator 1 and a semicolon is must in C++. Obviously we all know that standard C out. It is quite identical with JavaScript mechanism, I believe, and yeah, it looks quite fun. You know, instead in Python you would be able to do this kind of thing with just a few of line of codes, just a few line of codes. But in C++, you can actually have a proper feeling of how a programmer write programs. You know, lots of lines of codes, bunch of lines of codes scattered around and covering the whole screen of your computer or monitor, I'd say. And उस टाइप का फील आ रहा है मेरे को इधर when I write programming, you know, using C++. When I write code, I believe I'm making a lot of mistakes, I know, but still it is just the beginning, and in future when I'll be doing it, it will be more accurate. So please pardon me for that. And as I have mentioned that it has been some days since I last did this live stream, I'm still feeling a little bit nervous, which is why it is happening. You know, this kind of a stuttering and making a lot of grammatical mistakes and not being able to explain myself and explain whatever the fuck I'm doing with this program and order. So yeah, I'd like to add one thing, and that is here I am just learning myself. Today it is not about anything, you know, teaching to you guys. Like what happens in lead code live stream, as you can have already seen some of them in those kind of live streams, I try my best to break a problem using my own language and for you guys. And I know nobody really cares about how I explain, and if I don't really care if it is beneficial for you guys, because you know, for me it is crucial to be able to explain things and break complex things in simple words, and that is because it is stated, or it is advised for anyone who is learning, that you break the problem down using your own words, make it easier, and it is only then you will be granted the position, or you will be crowned as someone who has learned the concept that he was explained previously. So for that reason, I believe I'm doing the right thing here, and here I'm just here I'm just blabbering bullshit instead of coding, which is not a good sign. So again, we are doing this string thing. We're declaring this string here. Alright. Now what? This time what is it? The string using constant forward iterator. Alright. Constant forward. क्या हो रहा है? For उसके लिए क्या करना चाहिए? मैंने तो सिर्फ 2 ही डिक्लेयर किया इधर। ये अब एक किधर से आया? This was not previously declared. This variable iterator or whatever So we are just going to make it auto, and auto is gonna be fine. String dot begin, I guess. To isn't equals string dot end, and उसके बाद इधर जाएगा iterator 2 plus post iterator. That's it. All sets C begin, C end. I made only one tiny mistake, and that was C constant begin, constant end. उसके बाद obviously then it is gonna be that same condition type, so उसके लिए C begin, I guess. C begin, the string obviously gonna be included. So asterisk iterator 2. मैंने इधर कौन सी कैरेक्टर ऐड करूँगा मेरे को पता नहीं है. If their modification is not possible. There are assignment of read-only location, as it is a pointer, the constant content, but we can increment decrement the iterator. देखा guys, मैंने बोला था ना, you can use something else for line break, and इधर इन लोगों ने \n use किया. काफी I see where quite a lot of things to learn from, a lot of things. So for constant we can't really use that, but we can increment and decrement, so we are just going to do that. मैंने जो line add किया, forget about that shit, and उसके बाद we are just immediately going to output the pointer iterator, whatever you call it. उसके बाद I'm going to show you guys that what happens when we use this. This is basically gonna do the same thing that our standard end line does, so nothing to be surprised from it. Now this time it is gonna be constant reverse iterator, and for auto iterator 3 being constant r begin. इधर गया मेरा cursor का logo. Iterator 3 isn't equals string dot r tr end. उसके बाद iterator 3 alright, if is not necessary, so see out iterator 3. That's all. With this we are done here, and lastly we just need to, maybe we don't really need to add another this kind of line break, but we can actually do it. It is completely up to us. If we want, we can do it. If not, just leave it. But I'm following the tutorial from this geeks4geeks.com website, so that's why I'm also going to do the same. And uske baad we'll be asking different questions, and I believe this is the right way of learning a new language. First you write the code, uske baad you break that code down into tiny pieces or snippets. This is called snippets, code snippets. And then after that, from those tiny snippets you ask different questions and answer them, and in this procedure you will be learning a lot of things. So yeah, मैंने इसके बाद इधर एक string add नहीं किया था. I'm sorry for that. I believe it is really not necessary, but अच्छा इधर मैंने कुछ गड़बड़ कर दिया I guess. इधर double quotation mark was necessary, but I use single quotes, which is gonna be raising an error in C++, because in C++ or like unlike in Python, you know, when you in Python, you're gonna just declare a string using a single quote or double quotes, doesn't matter. But in C++, single quotes means, you know, character, another data type, and double quotes means a string. So for that reason, it's gonna be quite important to change it. That's what I'm going to do now. मैंने कर दिया. I guess rectification is done. Just इधर मेरे को फिर से text type करना पड़ेगा, and all right, we're done for the day. मैं अब मतलब मैंने सब कुछ किया, लेकिन इधर एक लाइन ऐड करना भूल गया. You know, this string line that using constant forward error, I guess. And similarly इधर भी एक ऐड करना चाहिए. See out using मैंने, as you can see, I forgot to add, as you can see, I forgot to add the semicolon. That's why there is an error. That's why it is showing an error, and I really have to include it if I want to get rid of this error. So yeah, whatever, fuck it. Constant reverse iterator, and fuck that. उसके बाद हमारा काम हुआ समाप्त, and we can just jump right into our running the program, and उसके बाद we'll be debugging the shit if anything goes wrong, and I believe nothing will go wrong actually. तो इधर मैंने कुछ किया. So first of all, we modified the first term. Let's try to understand this forward iterator. What happens here? So इधर हमने जो किया, so basically we are running a loop and for loop using मैंने समझा नहीं, iterator का concept मैंने समझा नहीं अभी तक. An iterator is an object that behaves like a pointer to traverse and access elements of a counter. They allow container traversal without exposing internal structures. Suppose container. Alright, मैंने समझ गया. तो मैंने इधर चेंज कर दिया and करके Man, I'm feeling so sleepy, but who cares about that, man? C++, मेरे को बहुत कुछ करना है यार. IO stream, alright. मैंने फिर से इधर वेक्टर के साथ काम करूँगा, उसके लिए वेक्टर भी इंक्लूड करना ज़रूरी है. वेक्टर लाइब्रेरी is basically the same things of, basically it's the same thing like a error, I mean array. And yeah, this is like the container list of our, you know, C++. So either it's थोड़ा बहुत different है, and yeah, it doesn't matter how it begins. V begin B, where is the B? We're declaring the V first here. So उसके लिए standard vector integer type V 10 20 30 40 50, that's enough. And उसके बाद iterator for what? Standard vector iterator, or should I say string vector iterator? All right. I mean, either भी return type include करना चाहिए. Like if, for example, here in when you are dealing with vector, you know, you also need to specify the iterator's type to be vector integer, and that's what we are doing here. And उसके बाद क्या करना चाहिए? It v begin. All right, this is the variable, and उसके बाद v begin, and एक खत्म हो गया. And all right. उसके बाद क्या करना चाहिए? एंडिंग पॉइंट भी इंक्लूड करना चाहिए और उसके लिए I believe we can just say that not equal to v end and फिर से हम इधर एक इंक्रीमेंट ऐड करेंगे. उसके बाद क्या है another if isn't really necessary I believe. yeah बहस की मैंने क्या मैंने कांड किया है इधर एक तो कोई कंडीशन नहीं चाहिए. we can just simply output the iterator and we will get the result we wanted. I believe that's it. no big deal. देखते हैं क्या होता है. 10 20 30 40 50. अच्छा बट मेरे को इधर एक चीज ऐड करना चाहिए. I believe क्या होगा जब मैं ये करूँ. हाँ इधर एक वाइड स्पेस ऐड किया मैंने तब the numbers become easier. so isn't it basically the same that we do इधर एक loop basically how we run a for loop integer a in v. will it work? Whatever, doesn't matter, we're just testing out it. so yeah let's go with a and इधर भी हम एक वाइड स्पेस ऐड करेंगे. I hope they show the same. motherfucker, that's not what I wanted, but anyway. Standard we can just simply just use namespace but I just wanna practice. we can simply use that using namespace std but it becomes easier when we do so. that's why I am following this path that most of the foreigners uses and I'm trying to practice this way. मैं पहला वाला मेथड भी यूज करता हूँ लेकिन whatever happens doesn't matter. I mean this is not appropriate I guess. मेरे को इधर से काट करना चाहिए एंड इसके बाद इधर वैसा लो whatever. standard inline मेरा काम खत्म हो गया. अब होगा असली गेम. so yeah this is basically the same thing that we do using this iterator or iteration. Targeting every single element inside a list like how it works in Python for I in list or for I in range and using that in index to access element. so iterator is basically doing what? support container independent algorithms like sort, count, find. Types include input, output, forward, bidirectional, and random access. They are declared as container type iterator. Container type iterator or what wait iterator container begin. Simply we can just use what, but it is more effective to use container type iterator. मेरे को ये स्ट्रक्चर इधर ऐड करना चाहिए container type उसके बाद iterator and what is the name? container dot begin. so that's what is happening here and I believe I got the idea about this function. उसके बाद the iterator function is done I believe and let's move on to something else then. I mean इधर से list of all methods. Let's try to implement these methods of forward iteration, backward iteration. I mean how do I say it? The reverse iteration thing. तो इधर हम लोग वो भी try करेंगे and yeah this is the same thing. It is simple as fuck. तो मेरे को उसके लिए कुछ तोड़ फोड़ नहीं करना चाहिए. I can simply just क्या हो गया इधर भी कर सकता हूँ मैं लेकिन मैं दूसरा एक बनाता हूँ उधर क्लीन वे में करेंगे क्योंकि मेरे को ये टाइप करना अच्छा लगता है एंड दैट्स इट आई बिलीव guys. I'm still a little bit distracted about something which is quite annoying. I believe it is the fear of something like a snake that could come inside the room and bite me. So basically, the place where I live in this locality, there are quite a lot of snakes that go inside your house and try to create problem for you guys. And उसी के लिए problem, the issue is coming because my room isn't that well secured. It can easily infiltrate. It can easily come inside the room. Nothing could stop it. There are multiple holes that are actually not blocked. Well, because some things happened, and that's why they were left unchecked, or they were left like that. Just that's the issue which is making me quite nervous, I'd say. And मेरे को नहीं करना चाहिए. उसके बाद भी मैं what the fuck is this? I have to sleep early, man. अबे यार. I'm feeling shitty. Alright. So, okay. Obviously, we are going to work with an integer type vector, which is gonna be called vec, and उसके बाद 10, 30, 50, 70 and 90. के बाद क्या है? मेरे को रेगुलर स्ट्रीम करना चाहिए, क्योंकि जब इस स्ट्रीक लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग करने का स्ट्रीक टूट जाता है, तब मेरे में कुछ होता है, समथिंग दैट होल्ड्स मी बैक फ्रॉम रीस्टार्टिंग दिस स्ट्रीक, विच इज़ रियली problematic for me in the long run. क्योंकि I already struggle with consistency in real life. With every task of mine, I'm procrastinating, and that's why I'm not able to do it. But who the fuck is going to care about that? I have to get rid of that identity of myself where that struggles with consistency. So from today onwards, I'm not going to believe that I struggle with consistency or regularly working on a particular thing while giving the best of myself, while giving the 100% of my effort and attention and focus in it. तो उसके लिए मेरे को जल्दी से इफ़ेक्टिवली लाइव स्ट्रीम करना चाहिए. एंड मैं जब बात करूँगा, while I'll be speaking, I have to be as clear as possible with my voice, so that it becomes engaging for the viewers to watch the stream and not feel confused about a particular thing that is going on in the stream. So whatever, let's move on to the real deal, that is practicing this iteration thing of C++, I'd say. Iteration. उसके बाद we're running the for loop, and obviously this time I'm not going to use the container type for the iterator. I'm just gonna declare it to be auto, and उसके बाद vec begin is the starting point of the vector vec that has a data type of integer, and उसके बाद हम लोग इधर declare करेंगे this condition not equal to vec and end, and उसके बाद obviously we are using the iterator. obviously उसके बाद क्या है, उसके बाद obviously just gonna declare this iterator that is going to target every single value. No, that's just white space and we are good to go. 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, all set. Nothing to go, nothing is wrong. उसके बाद क्या है? Forward iteration. It is called forward iteration. Read only. I mean, constant iterator is only that this is for iteration, not forward iteration. Constant iteration. अबे यार read only iteration. Read only forward iteration. all right, कुछ नहीं, just simply इधर हम लोग एक प्रोटोटाइप इटरेटर बनाएंगे, and उसके बाद vec begin, all set. Iterator 1 is equal to vector c and good to go. मतलब I mean that's how it is supposed to be. तो उसके बाद मैंने इधर भी कुछ चेंज तो नहीं किया, लेकिन पता नहीं इन लोगों ने क्यों बोला था कि उस टाइप का कुछ करना पड़ेगा. ऑलराइट, ऐसे इधर हमने जो किया, इधर भी तो कुछ नहीं किया. We didn't really modify the vec, and here it is written in this way, so I'm not doing anything new, I believe. Reverse iteration right begin. It is starting from the right side of the string, or I mean of the what is it called? It is called the array here, or the vector type here. So this is just saying that our begin is the end and our end is the beginning. Simple as that. Why make it complicated like how everyone believes it to be? So अब इधर हम reverse iteration, उसके बाद for auto to vec r begin semicolon iterator 2 is equal to vec r end. उसके बाद iterator 2 plus and standard iterator 2 asterisk. This asterisk is really important. And मैंने जो किया, I believe all is good, but इधर एक problem क्यों हो रहा है? Why the issue is coming into this? Motherfucking bastard, something is wrong here. मेरे को देखना पड़ेगा, फिर से करना पड़ेगा. Standards. अच्छा, I forgot something. I made the maze, so I was the one who was supposed to figure out the problem or the issue that's going there. So I successfully figured out the error. Now मेरे को just इधर एक end line लिखना पड़ेगा, उसके बाद everything will be all right. Standard inline लिख दिया. I wrote the same standard C out, as you can see, and standard end line. Good to go. Now we are good to go, and we can just simply do this. But इधर तो writing भी कुछ करना चाहिए था. खैर छोड़ो. Leave it like this, and it is fine. So first of all, we are going to see the example of this snippet for forward iteration. That is 10, 30, 50, 79. Same is gonna be constant iteration, nothing changing, because in here we won't be able to modify the vector type, or vector actually, or any element inside the vector. And then we are going to see the application of reverse iteration. That is starting from our 90, and as you can see 90, 70, 50, 30 and 10. Obviously that's how it is gonna be, because here we are treating 90 as the starting element of vector. So that's why it was stated as R begin. The right side is becoming the starting point, and the left side is obviously gonna be the end point, which was different for the valid vector, for the normal vector So quite informative. Let's move on to operators. क्या है? Iterator pointing to the first element. अच्छा, so इन लोगों ने break down किया क्या है, किसका value क्या है. Dereferencing iterator to access value. Using मैंने इधर एक note देता हूँ. इधर एक कमेंट कर देता हूँ, उससे ही काम हो जाएगा. Using array before the iterator is for dereferencing the value of the iterator. मतलब if I didn't use the asterisk, what would happen? Let's try to see that. Error. Immediately this motherfucker is showing error. But why? Whatever, fuck it. इतना भी breakdown करने का कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. I can simply just ask Mr. ChatGPT. I can simply just ask ChatGPT and it will give me the right answer I need in order to gain clarity, or in order to comprehend about this topic. But let it be. That's how it works. उसके बाद क्या है? Dereferencing iterator to update value. All right. Come on, man. Yeah. I mean, I swear to God, man, this website is a trustworthy website for learning to programming for free. It has lots of resources for free, and you can actually use it. So definitely a recommendation for me if you are enthusiastic about programming and mathematics and a lot of things that are information related or education, I believe, because these guys provide a bunch of resources here. You can even take their courses that are obviously paid, but I don't wanna consider them a minus point, because they're actually doing the right job. तो मेरे को दिख गया इधर. नींद आ रहा है बहुत ज़्यादा. क्या करूँ बताओ? Should I end the stream here? Well, the stream is gonna end soon, but escape पहले. Manipulating function. Let's just try that out. Interior basic. Vector is always going to be included for me because I have something to do with vector. I really like this when the vector is inside the code I write. It is like some kind of obsession I have developed over the time I was learning this C++ thing. So for that, it is like some kind of fetish of mine that I have gotten used to. तो इधर हम लोग स्ट्रिंग से ऊपर काम करेंगे, उसके बाद स्ट्रिंग और राइट best time is up. So for this day I'll be ending to this session. I'm still feeling sleepy. इधर से start करेंगे and that's it. मैंने को इधर use करना पड़ेगा and alright, we're done for the day. So with this I'll be ending to this session of live stream. Peace.